What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shar, and today I am excited to share with you some of my favorite face sunscreens. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and that is why I wanted to get this video out to you as soon as possible, because skin cancer is preventable, and one way to help prevent skin cancer is to wear a sunscreen every single day. But I do know through experience of many sunscreens that I've tried that it can be a challenge to try to find a sunscreen that you want to wear every day. There are some mineral sunscreens that are heavy and greasy and don't blend in well, and you're left with a big white mess. Or there's chemical sunscreens that, yes, they can blend a little easier and nicer into the skin, and makeup can apply better over chemical sunscreens, but then they can also be extremely irritating to skin and eyes, and a lot of people with sensitive skin can't wear chemical sunscreens. So it can be a challenge, and that's why I wanted to share with you today some of my favorites that I enjoy wearing. So in order to check and see if you've got a mineral sunscreen or a chemical sunscreen, you want to look at the active ingredients. So the active ingredients, there's only two active ingredients in a mineral sunscreen, and that is zinc oxide and or titanium dioxide. So if you see one of those or both of those in the active ingredients, you've got a mineral sunscreen. Now, if you see words like Avobenzone or octinoxate or homosalate or octisalate, that's a chemical sunscreen, and I will list below all of the most commonly used chemicals in a chemical sunscreen. But then there's a third category, and that third category is a blend. So you could see zinc oxide and octinoxate. That means you've got a mineral and chemical blend. So you want to be a little careful of those, because I actually picked a sunscreen up thinking that it was just a mineral sunscreen, because I saw zinc oxide and I grabbed it, but it was actually a blend. So if you're trying to avoid chemicals in your sunscreens, just be aware of that third category. And I will list below additional information about chemical sunscreens versus mineral sunscreens just to help you out. Couple things to keep in mind when you're looking for a sunscreen. You want to make sure that it's a broad spectrum SPF, meaning it's going to protect you from both UVA and UVB rays. You also want to find a sunscreen that has an SPF of 30 or higher. The SPF rating is based on an amount used in testing. So let's say you have an SPF of 30. In order to get that 30 SPF, you would need to use a shot glass full of sunscreen just on your body, okay, from your neck down. Now, in order to get that full SPF on your face and neck, you would need to use 1/4 teaspoon of that SPF in order to get the full SPF 30. So I am going to demonstrate for you why you cannot rely on your makeup for adequate sun protection. Now, I am just going to use this foundation, for example. We'll pretend it has a 30 SPF, okay? And normally I wear 1 pump of this. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see that? That's 1 pump. That covers my entire face and a little bit of my neck, okay? But this isn't going to be 30 SPF, and I'll show you why. In order to meet that 30 SPF that's in the product, you would need 1/4 teaspoon of that. So I'm going to show you how much of this foundation you would have to put on your face in order to meet that 30 SPF. Okay? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5, we'll say. 7.5 pumps of makeup. You would need to wear this much foundation in order to get that 30 SPF. I normally wear 1 pump of foundation, and this is 7.5 pumps. That means that if I was relying on my makeup for sunscreen, I would be walking out of the house with a 4 SPF, not a 30 SPF. Like a lot of people think. You think you're putting it on and you're getting that full 30 SPF, and you're not. So I'm going to show you what 7.5 pumps of makeup looks like on the skin. And I don't know, maybe you can wear this much makeup, but that is a lot of makeup. Okay, so I'm going to show you what 7.5 pumps of foundation looks like. And this is how much you would need in order to get that full 30 SPF. Oh yeah, that's like blending in nicely. Okay, yeah, so in order to get your full SPF in your foundation or CC cream, you would need to wear 7.5 pumps of foundation or CC cream. Yeah, so this is blending in nicely, don't you think? Yeah, okay. So now I need to go use a half a tub of cleansing balm and wash my hands and get this off my face before it clogs my pores. Anyway, I think I've made my point. You cannot rely on your makeup for sun protection. Okay, now on to some of my favorite sunscreens. And I'm just gonna start grabbing these, and they're in no particular order. And all of the links for these products will be down below in the description box in case you wanna read up more about them. So the first one I'm going to start with is Maylove. This is a mineral sunscreen, SPF 30, made with non-nano 18% zinc oxide. It's non-comedogenic and hypoallergenic, certified cruelty-free and vegan. This also contains antioxidants, vitamin C and E. This is my newest find. I just started using this about 2 months ago, and I instantly fell in love with it. It blends beautifully into the skin, and it feels like nothing on the skin. And it's not tinted, but it blurs the skin and is great as a primer for under makeup. Once it dries down, it leaves this satin matte finish to the skin. It's not greasy at all, but it just leaves this nice, healthy glow to the skin. And they actually tout it as a primer for under makeup, and I totally agree. I think makeup goes on beautifully over this one. You can wear this one by itself as well. Like I said, it leaves like a really pretty, healthy glow. I'm really happy with this find, and I think all skin types are really gonna love this, and it's also affordable. So there's that. So this next one I'm going to talk about is the Hydrapeptide Solar Defense Tinted SPF 30. This has 2.5% titanium dioxide and 6% zinc oxide. This is chock full of skincare benefits. It has antioxidants, aloe vera, hyaluronic acid for hydration, and niacin to calm redness. So this is the tinted version, and it comes in a nice little pump. The non-tinted version is an SPF of 50. Both are great. Both are chock full of skincare benefits. I think people with combo to oily skin would really like this one. It's got a root extract in it that helps with excess oil to prevent shine, and there's no greasiness to it. Here, let me put it on. So this is the tinted version. It has what's called a smart tint. So it goes on white, but then adjusts to your skin tone. And this one dries down to a satin matte as well. And this looks great alone or under makeup. I really like how this one makes my skin look. It makes your skin look perfected, actually. It looks really nice. The only problem with this is it is a little on the pricey side. But with all the skincare benefits in it, like I said, I really love this one. Okay, so the next one is Epionce UltraShield Lotion SPF 50. Now this is the only one out of all of these that is a blend of both chemical and mineral ingredients, active ingredients. This one is made with 9.5% homosalate, 5% octisalate, as well as 10.1% micronized zinc. It's free of fragrance, parabens, and sulfates, and it has great added skincare benefits as well. It contains meadowfoam and flax complex for antioxidants and anti-inflammatory benefits. This also has a skin brightening ingredient. So this one is the non-tinted version, and there's a tinted version as well. I don't have the full size of that. I just have this little sample that was given to me, but I'll put both of them on for you so you can see. Now this one I thought was a mineral sunscreen when I bought it. I normally just stick to mineral sunscreens, especially for my face, but I was actually surprised by this one. It didn't bother my skin or any of that. And this one leans more towards maybe normal to dry skin, and it is very hydrating and light on the skin, and it sinks in beautifully, and it's not greasy at all. It just gives a little bit of a luminosity to it. And it goes great under makeup or alone. The tinted version, now this one is a mineral sunscreen. So if you're set on getting a mineral sunscreen, you might want to check out the tinted version of this. And this one's called the Daily Shield Lotion, and it's an SPF of 50. It has 4.8% titanium dioxide and 9.3% zinc oxide. Let me just show you the tint on this one. I wear this one on its own. If I want to go out and run errands, I'll just put this on, and it evens out my skin tone, and it's so hydrating, and it reapplies really well over itself. So I really like this one too, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's also really hydrating, and it just gives a hint of like a healthy glow. So yeah, I like both of them. This one again has a blend of mineral and chemical sun ingredients, and then the tinted version is mineral sunscreen. So the next one is the Colorscience Unforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. This also has a UVA rating of PA+++, and it's made with 12% zinc oxide. It has a protection against pollution and other environmental aggressors, as well as protection against blue light. So this one comes out slightly pink. They call it a universal tint. I don't know if you can see that. Excuse my hand, I just tanned yesterday and I didn't do a very good job. Okay, anyway, it comes out pink and it sinks into the skin right away. It doesn't stay pink. And it's very hydrating and lightweight, and this is good for all skin types. If you're on the more matte side with your foundations and you like more of a matte finish, then you might not like this one because it does have a little bit more luminosity, but it's like a nice healthy glow, and it's not greasy at all. It sinks right in and it's lightweight. Yeah, but this one, again, all skin types. I really like this one. Well, of course I like all of them. They're all my favorites, so of course I'm gonna say I like this one. But what I was gonna say about this one too is it's great under makeup or alone. It blurs the skin, so it actually makes pores look kind of airbrushed away. It's I don't know what's in this bottle, but okay, we are on our last one, and this one is the EltaMD UV Elements Mineral Sunscreen SPF 44. This one's made with 10% transparent zinc oxide, 5.5% titanium dioxide, and the skincare benefits include hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, and it's non-comedogenic and certified cruelty-free. So this one is tinted. It's a little darker of a tint, which I don't mind because it evens out my skin tone and helps blur everything. And I'll wear this one on its own or under makeup, and it reapplies very nicely, and it's water resistant too. Now, this one is great for dry skin, mature skin, and even the most sensitive skin. This is used in dermatologist's office, and it even says on here it's good for post-procedure skin, meaning compromised skin. So if you went in for a laser treatment or a chemical peel, your skin is going to be a little compromised after that, and so this is really safe for even compromised skin. So if you've got acne, rosacea, this is a really good one. Now, like I said, this is for dry skin, but they do have one for oily skin. It's their SPF 41. And that's a non-tinted version, but I used that years ago when I had oily skin, and I really like that one as well. And they even have spray sunscreens. They have an SPF 50 Sport, so that's water resistant as well. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I just really like this entire brand, not just this particular one. I think that they have a sunscreen that would speak to anybody out there. regardless of skin type, skin tone, or people with acne, rosacea, very sensitive skin, you would really like this. That about wraps it up, you guys, on this video of my favorite face sunscreens in honor of Skin Cancer Awareness Month. I hope you found this helpful. At the very least, I hope that it has inspired you to make sunscreen a part of your everyday skincare routine, if it isn't already. But if you've got a favorite sunscreen that you enjoy wearing, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And thanks so much for watching. Take care.